Hey there, guys! So I know, it's been a while since the last video. You guys who have been subscribing to me for a while probably know what's going on. To all the new people, let me fill you in. Crazy work schedule over the summer for me, so it is tough sometimes to find time to make videos for the channel. Actually, I haven't had a weekend in my apartment since early July? Ish, something like that. So yeah, it's been a while. Just have been away. The good news is that the script for the next video is just about done. So fingers crossed it'll be out pretty soon. But bear with me and thank you guys for sticking with me through the low periods. I promise you, it's almost over. Once we get to September, content will come out a lot more frequently. But enough about me. It was a huge week in the world of Disney news because D23 was this past week, and yeah, and there's just so much stuff, I actually had to write it down. Okay, so let's just dive right into information. Oh man, where do we even start? So Pixar announced their lineup for the future. Obviously, they talked a little bit about the Good Dinosaur, which, by the way, the Good Dinosaur I was very cautious about and worried about because of all the issues that they've had behind the scenes with that one. The trailer looks really good, so I'm actually turning on that one a little bit. But they showed the posters for Incredibles 2, for Cars 3, for Finding Dory. They had some footage for Finding Dory, so obviously all of the sequels were there. But almost more exciting for me, even though I'm really excited about Incredibles 2, and I get the impression that a lot of people are, so hopefully that's pretty good. Anyway, what's almost more exciting, though, than the sequels is that they finally announced a name for a new project, Coco, which we had known about that for a while. It's a movie that seems to be based around the world of Dia de los Muertos, which is a Spanish holiday, I believe, which is similar to Halloween or something like that. I gotta look at it more, but again, original. It looks like it'll be pretty cool. Really have only seen the poster and haven't gone too much into it yet, but any original Pixar thing, if Inside Out has taught us anything, and really anything has gone on from there, should be pretty good. And then the other big Pixar news in terms of sequels was there was some news that came out about Toy Story 4. So for a while now, people were speculating, and there have been rumors around about the plot of Toy Story 4, but it was confirmed by John Lasseter that it seems like Toy Story 4 will be a love story of sorts between Bo Peep and Woody. It poses some interesting questions, though, at least for me, because obviously Bo Peep was not in Toy Story 3 because Andy had given her away as he'd gotten older. So the question that I have then is, does this story take place before the events of 3, or is it going to focus around, Bo Peep coming back or them going to find her and something along those lines? I would assume it would be the latter. I'm thinking it's probably going to take place after the events of Toy Story 3, and it's going to be a great adventure to go find her and all that stuff. But there is a part of me that almost hopes that it is a prequel, just because, again, the ending to Toy Story 3 was so satisfying to me, and that's what has made me kind of so on edge about Toy Story 4 in general. But, I will have faith in Pixar that they wouldn't just go out and make a movie for the sake of making a movie. John Lasseter explicitly said that they would not do anything just as a money grab, that it had to be a good story. So hopefully that's all true. So yeah, we'll see. We'll keep our eyes and ears on that one. In further Disney movie news, I saw that in Pirates of the Caribbean 5, they said that Orlando Bloom will be back, which is interesting. So, little known fact, I don't think I've said it much on this channel yet, but I love the first Pirates movie. Love it, love it, love it. Really, the trilogy in general I like, and then ironically I've not seen 4, but because I just had no interest in it. But loved to death the first movie, so it's... it's this weird conflicted feeling of Orlando Bloom and his character Will Turner coming back, because again, you kind of had that bittersweet sort of cool ending to his character in 3, but now we're bringing him back for 5. So we'll see how it goes. Again, I really like one of my favorite movies is the first Pirates movie, and I like 2 and 3. Haven't seen 4, so I'll probably have to play some catch up, but why not? I'll go see 5. And then the other big movie news obviously took place in the Disney Animated Classics department. So there's a lot of talk about Zootopia. I'm still kind of feeling out that one. I'm curious. I get more of a vibe of like a Bolt, like that time period more than the one that we're in now. But who knows? Again, remember I was kind of iffy on Big Hero 6, and I thought that was fantastic. So the news that I saw that came out with that is that Shakira is going to be voicing character in there. So that's pretty cool. But the big Disney animation news for me at least was all the news that came out about Moana. And that's how you pronounce, by the way. I have checked. It is Moana. It's not Mona. It's not Moana. It's Moana. So forevermore, that is what I will be calling it, Moana. That movie I've been really keeping my eye on for the last couple of years. I think it's going to be very big. It's a musical. It's directed by great people. It seems like it's a princess story. It's right in Disney's wheelhouse. Again, I've had good instincts before. I've had bad instincts before. I was really tracking Frozen, and it would end up being Frozen. I was kind of iffy on Big Hero 6, and ended up being big. So hopefully my instincts are right this time. I think that Moana will be big. We had known that The Rock was voicing a character in the movie. He's a demigod named Maui, I believe. I could be totally off on that. I can double check. But so he was there and confirmed that. The other news that really got me excited was that they brought in people who are helping write the music for it and write the songs for it. And one of them is Lin-Manuel Miranda. And if you guys don't know him, he is best known for his work on Broadway. He wrote In the Heights, which is one of my favorite, if not my favorite musical of all time. And as well, in terms of the stage, let's not get nuts here. But one of my favorite non-Disney musicals of all time. Let's call it that. And it's currently also wrote Hamilton, which is on Broadway, which I really want to see. But I really like his style. It's very modern. It's very cool. I'm excited for it. If you haven't heard or seen his stuff, look up some of it. I think it'll work. It's going to be an interesting twist on the Disney style. I'm very excited for it. Again, just more creative, good quality names coming on to the feature. The one thing that I didn't hear from Moana, though, which was very intriguing, is we haven't found out who is voicing Moana yet. We have kind of some of the other characters, but we don't have her yet. And I can't imagine they don't know who it's going to be unless it's something that's not official. So it's curious to me they haven't announced that yet. But again, stay tuned on that one. It seemed the track record looks good. It seems like they're getting all good people on it. So I'm confident that they will get somebody who is very good for the role if they don't already and they just haven't announced it yet. But yeah, that is one of the more curious things. But again, expecting big things from Moana. So I'm very excited for this one. Alright, transitioning a little bit. Video games. One of my favorite video game series of all time, if not my favorite video game series of all time, and I won't put any inhibitors on this one because it is probably true that is my favorite video game series of all time, is Kingdom Hearts. As all of us Kingdom Hearts fans know, Kingdom Hearts 3 is in development, and we are all very excited for it. The one thing that we don't know about it yet is when it's coming out. Well, the rumor is currently that they actually have a release date and they haven't told us yet. So I was kind of hoping at D23 they would tell us, and they haven't told us. But we'll see. I'll keep my ear on, I believe there's a D23 Expo that goes on in Japan in November. So hopefully we'll find out some more information there. But there was still some Kingdom Hearts 3 news this D23 season, and that was they announced another world. So we knew that Tangled was going to be a world. We knew that from, I believe it was E3 when they announced that. And now they've announced another world. It's going to be Big Hero 6, and I approve. Again, Big Hero 6, love the movie. I think it lends itself perfectly to this video game style. It's superheroes. It's got the Marvel involvement. It's just perfect for a video game. So I'm excited to play that world. I'm excited even more for Kingdom Hearts 3, and moving on. Alright, really the real big meaty announcements from D23, though, had to do with the parks, had to do with the Disney parks. The first one was that the Avatar world officially has a name. It's Pandora, the world of Avatar. Nothing crazy there, not too much new information there. We pretty much, we already knew that was a go. We knew they were working on it, but now it has a name. The other big story with Animal Kingdom is that their nighttime entertainment has now officially been rolled out and released and all that stuff. So again, hopefully this all makes Animal Kingdom another big destination. It's been unfortunate. I know whenever I go to Disney parks, I enjoy Animal Kingdom, but it's one of those things that you hit it once, you're there for half the day because there's no nighttime entertainment, and you do it in a couple hours, you can kind of hit all the big stuff, and then you move on. So hopefully, with the addition of the Avatar Land, with the nighttime entertainment, Animal Kingdom becomes like an all-day park, it becomes an all-day thing, and that's never a bad thing. It's always good to have more options, especially at night, kind of disperse some of the parks a little bit, which is always good. So, yeah, it looks like positive things are coming from Animal Kingdom there. And the other park, at least on the East Coast side, that has had its issues recently is the soon-to-be changed name Hollywood Studio, if that made any sense, if you follow with that. But yeah, Hollywood Studios, they had a couple announcements in terms of their entertainment. The big one being that they're creating a Toy Story Land in Hollywood Studios, which I'm very excited for. It seems like a very natural move. The biggest attraction that they had going recently was Midway Mania, which was or Toy Story Mania, I think was the name of it, which was like a Toy Story rail shooter game. Very fun. I'd recommend it highly if you're going. Though get there early because the lines get crazy. But yeah, again, it was a logical announcement. I was assuming it was going to be something Pixar related that was being brought to Hollywood Studios, and Toy Story Land fits in perfectly, especially with the fourth movie coming out, and there's just so much you can do there. One of the attractions that I saw they were coming out with was like a Slinky family roller coaster, or Slinky Dog family roller coaster, which works good. They're expanding the Toy Story Mania ride, which is much needed. As I said, the lines get crazy there, so expanding that, which is awesome. And just, again, if you know Disney, they're going to make the world fantastic. They can bring you right into the world of Toy Story, so I'm excited to see what they do with it. Hopefully we can start to see some of that stuff get rolled out relatively soon, because again, I love Hollywood Studios. I do. I really like that park. It makes me sad to see all the issues that they've had in recent years, so it's good to see that they're getting some life kind of injected back into it. And then speaking of Hollywood Studios, which I assume is where the real big news is going, at least on the East Coast side, just jump right into it. The real big reveal at D23 is that a Star Wars land is coming to the Disney parks. So yeah, they announced that a Star Wars land is going to be coming to both Disneyland parks as well as the Disney World parks. I would assume in the case of Disney World is going to Hollywood Studios. I don't necessarily know where it is going in Disneyland yet. I gotta look more into that. But it looks like it's going to be tremendous. I mean, they're talking about it's going to be a 14-acre expansion, which is the biggest land expansion that Disney's ever done. And yeah, 14 acres is pretty hefty. You know, it's so it looks unbelievable. I mean, you look at some of the concept art, and it looks out of this world, literally. That didn't even mean to do that. That's how creative I can be sometimes. But it does look very, very cool. And again, trusting Disney, you know they're going to make the world just unbelievable. They're going to bring you right into the movies. Again, pretty logical move for them, I thought, especially because they've had some Star Wars stuff in Hollywood Studios. They've had sort of the rights to some of these things in terms of a park aspect for a while, and then once they got the rights to Star Wars with the movies coming out, you have 3 movies coming out and all the other spin-offs that are coming out, Star Wars is such a huge franchise, it only made sense that Disney was going to do a Star Wars land. So it's one of those things that was probably only a matter of time, but it's still a big announcement nonetheless. I think it's going to be huge for Disney. You look at something like what the Harry Potter park has done for Universal, and there's no reason Disney can't do Star Wars bigger and better than even that, and that's unbelievable. So I'm excited for it. Again, I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm not a tremendous Star Wars fan. I like the original trilogy a lot better than the new one, which I know isn't very unique, but I don't even remember a lot of the elements of like episodes 2 and 3, so I gotta watch those again to catch up for the new movie that's coming out. But even still, I am still excited to check out this park and to see all the rides and stuff that come with it. So yeah, guys, D23 was a tremendous event with just so many things going on and so many announcements. I can only get to so many, so I'm sure I'm missing some things. But feel free to discuss any and all of the D23 announcements, and we'll talk about it. It's one of my dreams. I would love to go to D23 one of these days. Hopefully the next one I can get out to, and I think that would be awesome. Make some content for you guys directly from the source. It'd be very cool. But these are just my dreams. I know I barely have time to make videos these days. How am I supposed to get D23? But I digress. Let me know your thoughts on all of the developments that I talked about here. Let me know your thoughts on developments I didn't get to talk about here. Just let me know. Are you excited for all of these various movies and lands and video games? Are you cautious? What are you feeling? Let's talk about it. Leave in the comment section below. Tell me all about what your reactions to D23 are. So guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go back to working on the new video for you guys because, darn it, I'm going to get one of these out sooner rather than later. Again, I'm hoping it is sooner, but I promise you, thank you guys for sticking with me. I promise, the end is near. My crazy work is almost done. Once we get to September, life really opens up for me, and I got nothing but time to make videos for you guys. So thank you guys for sticking with me. There's light at the end of the tunnel. We're almost there. So again, leave your comments down below, subscribe to the channel, and I will be seeing you guys very soon. Bye!